I want you to think about something tonight. That when we stop really getting so stressed and overwhelmed thinking about what we need, then somehow what we need will automatically begin to present itself to us. This morning, I was up early trying to get my son together. I was in the mood to cook him like a big breakfast this morning, so I did that. So I was packing his lunch, okay? Just being so domesticated. And in the midst of doing that, the Lord spoke to me. He gave me a personal word, something that I hadn't prayed for, something that I wasn't even asking about. God just put the word on me. I was like, wow. And I knew it was God because I can identify his voice, but I felt his spirit just flush me, just flush me. It was like it just flushed my soul, just a great feeling. I was so excited. I go into my office, work for a few hours, and out of the blue, what God told me, it presented itself on my phone. I'm like, what, God? I want you to know that when we can just go on about our business and about our lives, and I know sometimes it is so difficult for us to give up control when it comes to things in our life, particularly things that we really have been praying about and what we're really believing God about. But if we really believe God about them, we can let them go. I just want to say this, that when you're able to let go of what you need, you will receive what it is that you need. I want to say it one more time. When you can let go in your mind and in your anxiousness and in your heart of what you need, then what you need will present itself to you. I know it seems like counterintuitive to think that we, as God's children, can just release stress, not worry about certain things, not worry about what we need. And it's easier said than done sometimes, because what we do in our physical world, we literally see exactly what that need is. And for some of us, especially here lately, we don't even understand how it's going to be done. But that is exactly where God wants us to be in our walk with him. He wants us to be in a place where we don't know how it's going to be done, but check this out. But in our spirit, he wants us anchored in the certainty that it will be done. See, God works in mysterious ways. And the ways that God works for us is different because each one of us, we're different. But God is on time. And I just want to encourage somebody today, because what God told me in my confirmation, I'm going to keep it close to my heart though, because sometimes we just need to be quiet. I know we want to run and tell people, what God told us and what we're believing God to do and all of these things. And a part of our anxiousness and a part of us wrestling with our circumstances is because we confide in the wrong people that we think, though, that really care about us and really, want to see the best for us. But deep down in the heart of people, see, you don't see people's heart. Deep down in people's heart, some people envy what God has told you. Some people envy you and you don't even know it. And some people, they're against you and they don't even show it. They'll smile at you, wave at you, be straight up 100 cool with you. But inside of their heart, though, they don't care much about you. They're in competition with you. They're jealous of you and they're envious of you. And that is how spirits work in people. So sometimes we just have to be quiet and trust what God is doing in our individual lives. We have to breathe more and just develop the muscle of faith to know that regardless to what is going on, that when we can give up the idea of not having what we need, and we can just give that idea to God and say, God, you know what? I trust you because you said that you would provide all of my needs. Couldn't it be that sometimes God will allow us to get in a space where we're in a crisis of belief, where we have to choose whether we're going to believe or we're going to try to fix things? See, some things that we are up against in our life, some things that we're up against, we can't fix them. It's going to take something supernatural like God to come in and move on our behalf. And I just want to say to somebody tonight that you are in a place where you're really needing God to come through for you. You're in a place where you have really began to get a little bit, just a little discouraged. You're in a place that you may fear the unknown because you have so much to do and so little to do it with. You're in a place where your faith has just been just shaken, so much so that you don't know what to believe. And I just want to encourage you tonight to tell you that it's okay. All you have to do is trust the unknown parts of our Father in heaven. Trust the process and the progression of your life. Trust the part of your life that you don't understand. You don't understand it. Don't allow doubt, don't allow frustration, and don't allow anger to enter into the space in your heart. But instead, allow those emotions to just flood through your body. Just breathe that out. Emotions are not good or bad. They're just indicators to let us know where our spirit is really resonating. Because when you resonate your spirit in the flow, the frequency of love, then there's no way whatsoever that you could be stressed too long. See, the Spirit of God is so powerful that it can come into your situation, into your circumstances, into your space tonight. And if you dare just put your mind on the things of God, just thinking about how much He loves you, thinking about how He created you, thinking about the times that He bailed you out when you were not worthy. Think about the fact that He allowed His Son to come here and die in our place when we were not even worthy of His grace. Just think about it, because see, it's something about the blood of Jesus Christ that can go out ahead of time and space and meet you exactly where you at. And although it happened a long time ago, baby, the blood is still good. I tell you, the blood just covers so many things regarding you, regarding your children, regarding your finances, regarding your state of mental well-being. The blood of Jesus is just there to just soothe your heart and soothe your soul. And if you could dare to just get your mind off of what is troubling you. I know it's hard because the devil wants you to keep your mind on what is troubling you. He wants you to keep your mind in a low state of being, because he knows as long as you stay there, he has access to your energy, to your emotions, to your space, and to your timeline. But if we can learn to just leverage our focus on the things of God and trust God with the parts of our lives that stresses us, that makes us sad, when we feel lonely, when we feel unworthiness, when we feel like we just don't know what to do because we've trusted for so long and nothing to show up for us. But is it that you really did trust? Because it's no way whatsoever that you can completely give up resistance in your heart when it comes to your trust. Because see, I've tried God. See, I can sit here and say, you know, I've trusted God for so many things for so long, and God never showed up for me. I would be telling you a lie. Because when I learned to really just let it go, see, we think that we let stuff go, but you ain't let it go if you're still fearful about it. You haven't let it go if you're still stressed about it. You haven't let it go if you're still concerned about it. When you cast all your cares upon our Father, there is nothing that He will not do to sustain you. I've tested God by just letting it go. I wasn't testing him to provoke him. I just let it go. And I didn't know it was a test. But when I was able to let stuff go, let it do what it's going to do, not worry about how it was going to get done, be confident in God that he was going to get it done. Because check this out. God was in your past keeping a good eye on you. He was in your present sustaining you. He goes out ahead of you into your future to make ways for you that you haven't even thought of yet. Because that is how good our Father is. So just like God just whispered in my ear today and told me, Shonda, I'm like, what, God? And then I sat down and I worked and I mind my own business. And then God presents that to me where I can see it. God works in the most miraculous, wonderful, mysterious ways. And if we could just dare to trust him completely and release the spirit of fear and doubt and just embrace the stillness of being present, just in the present moments, not thinking about a thing, but just being open to receive the forever loving presence of our Father in heaven, then there's something about the whole presence of God that soothes. It soothes every ounce of your pain. So as you go on about your night tonight, I want you to think about that. If it's something that you know that you believe in God for, I want you to be quiet about that. Because everybody that's smiling in your face, baby, and everybody that you share your deepest secrets and your dreams with, the person or the people that you thought that really cared something about you, they will be the main ones that regret, hate on, and are envious and praying against you behind your back. Think about that. And I still be believing. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, baby. 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000% in you. Mwah. Peace. Good night.